All right, welcome to the Men's Voice Podcast here with me, Kwabena Bibini Berma, can call me DJ Fuad. We are here once again. Normally, you don't see me starting my program on YouTube with music in it, but today I have to do that. You know, a couple of days ago, we dropped you a video out of the book I Am Not Yvonne Nelson. Yvonne Nelson's hottest book in Ghana right now. I can say the hottest book in Africa. You understand? So we did a first video looking at how a mother can give birth and not knowing who the father is and the impact it has on that person and other people around. And thank you, YouTubers, for consuming that video. That video is doing so well. Thank you for your views, and also the new subscribers. Thank you. You're welcome to Blacknificent Media. If you are just joining us, just click on the subscribe button and also like the videos and leave your comment right there. If you want to send us email, it is the same name, blacknificentmedia@gmail.com. Just blacknificentmedia@gmail.com. Send us an email and let's have a conversation about whatever you don't understand or you want clarification from any of our topics that we do right here on Blacknificent Media. So, for those of you who will be watching us for the first time, I don't know what is going on. Yvonne Nelson, one of Ghana's amazing actresses, has been in the news for the past 2 weeks. She came out with a book titled I Am Not. The book is just talking about the fact that she's about 2 years to hit 40 years and doesn't know who his father is. And any attempt from the mother to know who the father is end in tears. You understand? And she decided to write a book about how she doesn't know her father and everything that has happened in her life. But the book took a twist where she mentioned Sarkodie, one of the greatest rappers on the continent of Africa's name, that in the year 2010, she had a baby. She had a pregnancy with Sarkodie, and Sarkodie convinced her or persuaded her to abort the baby, and it nearly took her life. What pains her most is that after Sarkodie drove her to a nearby hospital here in Accra, in Mamprobi, Sarkodie left and never called to find out what she was how she was doing and all of that. She bled and all of that. Fine. People have read the book. And I must say, for the first time in the history of Ghana, Yvonne Nelson has been able to let a lot of Ghanaians read, which is a good thing. So people read the book and all of that. And we thought things were going to sleep. Actually, I was about to do my video out of the book on the Sarkodie Yvonne Nelson saga. And then this dawn, I saw a Genevieve Inaji of Nigeria hinting on her TikTok that Sarkodie has responded to Yvonne Nelson. So this morning, I checked it and it was true. And the song that you saw as intro to this video, we are streaming it live from Sarkodie's YouTube channel. So shout out to Sarkodie over there. So I normally don't do reactions, even though I'm a DJ. That is not my area. But I want to take my viewers and listeners through the music and then give my perspective, because there has been a lot of back and forth from Yvonne Nelson on Twitter and other people trying to make this issue an issue of what do you call it? Issue of a fight or an attack against womanhood. You understand? Trying to paint Sarkodie as someone who is attacking womanhood, who doesn't respect women and all of that. So that is what we're going to go into, and then go deeper as such. Let's go into the nitty-gritties. I think that our sister Yvonne Nelson, first of all, should stay away from social media. Other than that, she's going to hurt herself the more. She's going to hurt herself the more. I said on my first video out of this book that if children who were born in the 1980s, in Ghana, want to come out hard on their parents, some parents will delete themselves from this world. I'm telling you. A lot of people has gone through a lot. You understand? But one thing that shocks me after Sarkodie came out with his response is Yvonne Nelson trying to contradict herself by going to Twitter. To create a scene, trying to debunk certain things, certain facts from the song Sarkodie has done. And it doesn't make any sense to me. She went on Twitter to say that Sarkodie said that she should keep the baby, but she refused to keep the baby because, according to Sarkodie, she said she wanted to complete her education. And that is not true, and that everybody can confirm that by 2010, she has completed university. But let's go into the book. We don't want any giddy biawa. Let's go into the book. This is what Yvonne Nelson said in the book. I must admit, it was a tough year. I was in my final year at the university. I was banned from acting. I was pregnant and definitely was not prepared to host another human being. So, ladies and gentlemen, who is pushing someone not to keep a baby here? Maybe my English is not good. Maybe I have problem with my eyes. I cannot read. Other than that, I don't see anything that suggests that it was Sarkodie's idea. Just as Sarkodie said in the song, that even though I wasn't ready for a baby, I told you to keep the baby. And you told me because of your university, you can't keep the baby. And Yvonne Nelson has gone on Twitter to say that she never, ever said that. But please, let's project again onto the screen what Yvonne Nelson said about why she cannot keep the baby. And these are not Sarkodie's words. He said, I must admit, it was a tough year. I was in my final year at the university. I was banned from acting. So Yvonne Nelson is here by giving reasons why she cannot keep the baby. Number one, I was in my final year at the university. That's number one reason why she can't keep the baby. Number two, I was banned from acting. She was banned. That's reason number two for not keeping the baby. I was pregnant, and you've built a premise and a conclusion. You understand? You're giving a premise as to why you cannot keep the baby, and you've concluded that the baby is going to be removed. So I don't see where Sarkodie lied in the song. And for someone to write a book, and it's not even up to 2 weeks, and she's contradicting herself, means that there's a problem. Because Vanessa, we all know, is a smart woman. That's why I will continue to make this appeal that people should get closer to our sister, because all is not well. Now, Yvonne is also trying to use the strength of the woman. That's manipulation, emotional manipulation, to try to pinch, gather all women against Sarkodie. But you see, we're in 2023, a year after the year in which the Me Too movement died in US, after Johnny Depp and the wife saga, the Me Too movement was killed. In the sense that right now, when a woman comes out to talk, as Sarkodie says, these days, whatever a woman says is believed. These days, we don't believe it just like that. We look for further checks and balances. Okay? But Yvonne Nelson is trying to push the idea of Sarkodie attacking womanhood. No, Sarkodie has not attacked womanhood. It's a woman who is playing the victim card here by also trying to bring Sarkodie down. So Sarkodie's wife, who is highly celebrated by Sarkodie, will see Sarkodie as a bad person. But let me tell you, let me break your heart, sister, and let me break any woman who is trying to see Sarkodie's wife getting mad at Sarkodie. It's her own choice. And if she does that, that is pettiness. Because at the time, they were not even married. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. In life, every decision and choice that we make comes with consequences. Okay? Every decision we take comes with consequences. Okay? What has happened to our sister, for her not knowing her father up to date, it's not a joke. I knew my father for a short period of time in my life when I was a kid. And ever since, I never met him again till he died. And that was not easy. And has never been easy. But what can I do? I'm a grown-up man now. Everything is on myself. If I fail, I can't blame my father. If even I try to blame my father, nobody will listen to me. And if they listen to me, they will only show me sympathy. Sympathy that cannot be translated into dollars or cedis or sefa or naira. So you just have to move on. You understand? And until our dear sister seek solution, psychological solution, and bring closure to herself, nobody can help her. And trying to use people to gain attention, the attention is just going to destroy her the most. You understand? And you writing this book and bringing your sexual encounters into it, you open up a box for everyone who has information about you sexually or any other means come out. So it's not Sarkodie who is shaming motherhood or attacking motherhood. Not at all. And the things you are blaming Sarkodie for doing, your mom has done it 1,000 times to you. The one who brought you to this world has done these things that somebody has just done, you claim somebody has done once to you. Your mom has done it 1,000 times to you. Your mom is there. You understand? So that feminist Me Too momentum, it won't pick. It won't pick. And nobody will fall for it. You understand? Nobody will fall for it. She's also saying that Sarkodie has been jabbing her for a long time. Well, that one is between the two of you as to why he's doing that. And for me, when I was reading the book, or when I heard the news that Sarkodie has rejected a pregnancy from Yvonne Nelson and that Yvonne has to go and abort it, I was shocked. I was like, one, what will make any man reject a baby from a popular woman like her? I think the only thing that will make a man want to reject a baby from someone like Yvonne Nelson is infidelity. Apart from that, nothing will make somebody reject a baby from her. And as it pans out, or turned out, Sarkodie never rejected a baby, as he said in the song. And from her book, there was nowhere Sarkodie suggested the baby be aborted. From her own writings. So it's quite weird and strange the way things are going. So could it be that our dear sister wants to settle, and in her quest to do that, she is trying to come out to show the world that these are my hands, okay? I have nothing to hide, so that if any man comes, there's no more digging for the man to do. Because men are interested in a woman's past, while the woman is interested in a man's future. So she doesn't want any man that is going to come into her life go and dig things for themselves. Because if a man dig your sexual past and it's not something that glorifies him, it can affect your relationship. So maybe it's a cleanup exercise that she's doing. But other than that, what she's doing clearly shows somebody who is broken within and needs help. That is what I can say. That our sister really, really needs help. And whoever is closer should try and help her. Fianco, she's mentioned your name as one of her best friends. I think Fianco need to come in now and save our sister, because things are not adding up. The things you have said, you are fighting the same thing you have said in your book. There's nowhere in the book that you yourself even said that Sarkodie suggested you should abort the baby. You are the one saying. But the concluding message suggests that you are the one who opted out. Even if Sarkodie said it, you would have been the one to take that action, because from the reasons you gave, you could not give up your education, which you are denying that at the time you have completed. So this is a sister that we can take serious. Maybe all because she's suffering and need help. Attention, I think, is the last thing that she needs. She really needs help. I'm talking about social media and media attention. That's not what she needs right now. She needs real help. You understand? So, and secondly, some women who are trying to say that, oh, Sarkodie is not a faithful man and that he was in a relationship. And let me tell you, we're in Ghana. The country Ghana allows for 3 types of marriages. You can decide to do the ordinance where it is one man, one wife. You can't do any other thing apart from that. You can do the Christian, which is also one man, one wife. You can do the customary one, which is you can marry as many women as you can if you can take care of them. And the Muslim one, you can marry up to 4. So, my dear sister, what are you talking about? My dear sisters, what are you talking about? Sarkodie has every right, if you want to date, even you women whom when you date, you double date, or you have multiple sexual partners, you bring troubles. You're allowed to do it. How much more a man? That when he does it and bring a child, paternity is not an issue. So please, if any woman in Ghana knows what is best for our sister, let's go and help her, rather than trying to push her to destroy herself. I pray that in the next few days, she stays out of social media, and it will really help. My name is Kwabena Bibini Berima. You can call me DJ Fuad. This is where I bring to an end today's edition on talking about Sarkodie's response to Yvonne Nelson. Please do well to subscribe, share the videos, and like the video and leave your comment.